Just because a person has a doctor title by their name does not mean you should blindly support the products that they're promoting. This is the top 5 health doctors on YouTube. Oftentimes these doctors are selling products, so we're going to look into those and see how trustworthy they may be. The first doctor we have is a physical doctor by the name of Dr. Jym Supplements, PhD. He has 227,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and he has a brand called Jym with a J, JYM. So this brand sells products like pre-workout, protein powder, this testosterone optimization thing. I'm not sure what that means or what that is. Post-recovery workout, vitamins, things of that nature. Now, right off the bat, full disclaimer, I am not the target audience for this. However, I still think I have some valid criticism for his products. Now, I'm looking into his pre-workout, and it has sucralose, which is an artificial sugar, and natural flavors. Now, I don't like these two ingredients because sucralose is heavily processed, and natural flavors, granted it is natural, but you don't really know what those flavors are coming from. So whatever this mango, and it's pretty much like fooling your taste buds, which shouldn't matter in a pre-workout, but what it's doing, it's like, it has like a mango on the package. There's not really mango in there. There's just these compounds that make your brain think you're tasting a mango, but it's not really a mango. Anyways, his products boasts having all critical nutrients. They do have 800 plus 5-star reviews, and they've won a lot of rewards. However, what I'm not seeing is third-party testing. Now, if you want to find a good supplement company or a reliable supplement company, protein powder, any of that, it is crucial that you have third-party testing. That doesn't guarantee that all the miracle claims that they're boasting is going to really be true, but at least it's going to guarantee that they're safe. The supplement industry has been described as the wild, wild west multiple times because they just throw anything in there, any and everything, and it's all very unregulated and unsafe. Judging by how many reviews they have, I'm not going to go ahead and say that this doesn't work at all because I don't know that. I've never tried it. But reviews also can be bots and very manufactured. However, his YouTube does have a pretty large following, and they're usually pretty positive comments most of the time. And I would say his engagement nowadays is pretty bad considering how many subscribers he has on YouTube, but that's really just my opinion, and I wouldn't personally try this just because the reviews that I've seen on YouTube of other people who've tried it, they said it's pretty mid at best, so nothing dangerous, nothing exceptional from what I'm seeing, and yeah, just a pretty overall mid brand. And on to the next. The next is Dr. Berg. Now, Dr. Berg has 13.1 million subscribers, which is a lot. It is, but I don't know. He has pretty decent videos. I've checked out a couple. The one about microplastics in your brain is particularly interesting. So I do think he has some good information with some good sources. However, going to his brand, Dr. Berg, he has a whole brand selling a whole host of health products, powders, pills, supplements, massaging tools. He almost has it all. He certainly has a lot. And not to mention like premium memberships to his site. However, I'm looking at all the information he has on his channel. I'm even looking at his blog posts, and he is just stressing the importance of third-party testing. However, I'm looking at his supplements. I'm looking everywhere on the site. I'm searching YouTube, Google even for even if some reason he didn't have third-party testing on his site, but it's like I haven't found anything. He is really interesting to me, stressing the importance of third-party testing when none of his supplements are seemingly third-party tested. None of his supplements, powders, or really anything. I mean, that's a little hypocritical. I also found it interesting that in his like full-length videos, I haven't really seen him promoting his products, which is interesting. I mean, I've seen some shorts of him promoting his supplements, but not even a link in the description. It's linked in his channel description. So, I looked specifically at these ashwagandha with black pepper supplements, which ashwagandha I've heard a lot about. It's supposed to be a superfood, really good for you. And the ingredients seem pretty solid, except magnesium stearate. Now, as another doctor will come to teach us down the line on this list, magnesium stearate, it hasn't really been tested long term for human consumption. So, I mean, it could be okay, but that's also a gamble. If you look at it like that, though, just to play devil's advocate, any of these pills could give literally anybody a horrible reaction because sometimes you're just allergic to things. Even natural things. Like somebody could just be allergic to ashwagandha. It's not very common, but it could happen. So that's just me playing devil's advocate, but this is not third-party tested, and I personally would not trust it. As I said before, supplements are unregulated, and that can get really scary. I mean, I'm not negating the effects. It does have some pretty good reviews, and some, I mean, the 1 stars don't really make sense, but other good reviews. But like we said, reviews can be manipulated, bought, etc., etc. So I would not give my stamp of approval on this Dr. Berg brand. I would not buy from it, but they do have a lot of products, including massagers. So if you do want to check it out for yourself, the link isn't going to be in the description below. However, again, with that microplastics video that he did actually was saying some solid stuff about water filters, which everybody should have. Nobody should be drinking their tap water unless you get like good well water. Nobody should just be drinking the tap water because that is really dangerous. So I will link some filters, and I'll also have the First Guy's protein powder just in case you want to try it, because at the end of the day I promote do your own research and form your own decisions. Just because I don't like it, just because somebody else does like it, doesn't mean you should always purchase. The next doctor on the list is actually the one that put me up on that magnesium stearate fact, and that is Dr. Janice Boring, ND. Now, she is what is called a naturopathic doctor. Now, if you're anything like me, I kind of thought that was a made-up title. You know how some of these scamming YouTubers just attach anything to their name, call them anything else. So I looked into it. A naturopathic doctor actually is a thing. They don't go to med school, however, they do have a 4-year degree. And this profession combines science with natural healing. So you're having the facts, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the modern medicine side, and then you're also having your nature, Mother Nature, ancient herbal stuff. Dr. Janice has 768,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I believe she makes really good videos, supported by science and evidence. And she has her own brand too. Well, she's the co-founder of a brand called Vitatree, or Vitatree. Now, I would feel much better about taking a supplement from this brand because they're third-party tested, and their ingredients seem really quality. I'm looking at this Vitatree Immune Support, and it looks like they have natural roots in the pills, so lots of herbal remedies, which I very much enjoy. Going over to her YouTube channel, that video that I was saying, She was listing all the ingredients in magnesium supplements that you want to avoid. And like I said, magnesium stearate was on one of those lists, and I highly recommend you check out the video for the rest because she really does have good information. Going back to Vitatree, she has a variety of supplements and some protein powder. Not everything is vegan, but there is options for vegans. So that is Janice Boring, ND. Next up on the chopping block is Dr. Andrea Dre, and she is a dermatologist. She makes videos focused on your skin, of course, dermatology. Her channel is definitely more product focused than the above mentioned doctors, and she has a lot of promotions, affiliate links and stuff, which is just always good to know when you're trying to form a decision about buying something. Her reviews do seem pretty honest. Her latest one on skincare, I don't really think you need these products, of course. I mean, $24 for a chapstick is absolutely wild when Vaseline costs like $2. I did, however, like the lotion because I do like the Roche Posay brand, so that is one I'd recommend, and that link will be in the description. Dr. Andrea Dre does not have her own brand, and I personally won't be really tuning in. I mean, she's a dermatologist and she knows her stuff, but a lot of skincare just does not work for me personally. Personally, I think skincare should be focused on the inside more than what you're putting on your face or your skin. And you should really focus on what you're putting into your body. That's not for everybody, that's just how me and my skin work. As mentioned before, do your own research and form your own opinions. The last doctor we have is Nutrition Made Simple by Dr. Gil Carvalho. Excuse me. He is a medical doctor and has a PhD in biology. He's a neuroscientist, so he's very educated. He has 294,000 subscribers, and his channel stood out to me because he really makes a point of not taking any sponsorships, affiliates, so all of his opinions are 360 degrees unbiased, and he really does give that full circle analysis. He looks at all the reviewed studies. His channel, I got to say, is my favorite on this list because he gives everything. He does not hide information to promote a certain agenda. He gives, okay, this is the study, this is that study. I like how he presents the information, and a lot of other people do too, judging by his comments being overwhelmingly positive. His last video on can Berbine shrink plaque in your arteries, pretty much to sum it up, it was working in the short term, but we don't know how it would work in the long term. I personally would not see any harm in trying it. Dr. Gil, being the no sponsorship, no affiliate type he is, doesn't have any Berbine supplements linked, so I do in case you want to try this if you're struggling with cholesterol or if you just want to improve your health overall. When I was looking at reviews of Berbine, people were calling it nature's Ozempic, which is interesting, but I wouldn't go looking to shed 25 pounds in a week because that's just not healthy, realistic, or attainable. If any supplements are boasting that they can do that, run, because miracle claims are 99% of the time false. That concludes this video on YouTube doctors that are on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something. As said, all the links are going to be in the description, and stay healthy.